What happened out there?
I don't want to talk about it.
What do you mean you don't want to talk about it?
I said I don't want to talk about it.
Did you see something?
Yes.
What? You did?
Yes, okay?
What did you see?
It was so dark.
Was it a person?
No.
Are you sure it wasn't a person?
Yeah, it was an animal.
How close was it?
Like 20 yards, maybe 25.
What was it doing?
Staring at me.
Welcome back to the channel. In my last video, I was hanging out with Flyfisher530, Mike, and Ed Shin up in Oregon. We went from the beach to the snow in the course of 2 days. It was just a great time hanging out with the guys. But the whole point and purpose of this trip, and actually that trip, was ultimately to get into British Columbia. I'm going to be getting a Kraken air system installed at Epic Adventure Outfitters. Also have a little bit of work to do in the area, and then hopefully I might be able to do a little exploring as well around the BC area. BC it has a special place in my heart because I was actually born in Vancouver. Lived in White Rock really till I think I was 5 or 6. But going back there is always nostalgic, so I do want to go drive around White Rock and check it out again, see if it looks any different from when I was a kid. So this should be a fun trip. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. So thanks for coming along for the ride. So it is the big day. Headed over for a 9 o'clock appointment at Epic Adventure Outfitters. As you know, I've been looking forward to this big time, and you know, it's part the Kraken and the install on the Jeep that I'm excited about, but it's also part just the people and being over at Epic. Obviously, you know Teddy from Unwinding Roads, Casey 250. And Sean from the Story Till Now, all get all their work done over there and spend time there. At the same time, just the people, the Ginger, Paul, Landon, the whole crew there, just seem like really great people. So really looking forward to this. I'll be there in just a few minutes, and hopefully I can turn the camera on and get a little bit of the install, a little bit of just the vibe of what's going on over at Epic, and we'll go from there. All right, so I'm here inside of Epic with the man himself, Paul. Hey guys. Paul, just so you know, like, half of me is just excited to be here to get a Kraken, and then the other half is like get a chance to meet you, the Ginger, the whole crew, and all of that. So it's definitely a
well. So every day we have somebody drive up from Fresno, California. So
yeah,
that's yeah. It's about a 2-day drive if you're going straight, but you had a good time on the way up. So
yeah,
which is really cool. But, yeah.
Indeed. Have you ever had anybody like drive from, I mean, I think Justin was here last week.
Yeah, Justin was just here last week from Utah, which was cool. But no, we have people come up from all over the states. So probably the farthest we've had drive is Florida.
Nice, okay,
somebody came up for Florida for Kraken, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, we have visitors all the time from the United States. Again, we're right at the border, right? So people understand, hey, you come up with the Pacific Northwest, we have a lot of great wheeling here, like tons of amazing wheeling. So yeah, stop by, you know, if you're in the area, for sure, just stop by, give us a ring, and you know, just make sure we're here. And then yeah, we'd love to meet you.
Nice.
So, yeah, thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and if you guys have not yet subscribed to Epic's YouTube channel.
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel, Epic Adventure Outfitters. We also have our Instagram account, same thing, Epic Adventure Outfitters. But yeah, generally we're doing a lot of shop videos because we're doing a lot of crazy stuff. This shop is just blowing up and expanding in the last year. So we're doing tons of engine conversions, so you'll see that all the time now. Not to say we're still not doing everything else, but that's kind of dominating our channel at the moment because that's really interesting stuff. So putting demons with 60/80 axles and custom suspensions, you name it. But yeah, we've been building one crazy Jeep like that pretty much a month, and now we're gonna ramp up to 2 or 3. And then on top of everything else we do, but we're primarily work just on brand new Jeeps, so JL or JT. And then we also work on Ram trucks as well for making expedition vehicles out of Ram trucks. And we just bought a Ram ourselves. So my EcoDiesel Gladiator is now gone.
Oh, no way.
Sold that in a couple of days. And so now we're on to seeing what we can do with the Ram 1500 Rebel GT package with a whole bunch of stuff on it. I just drove down to Montana. Just picked up my Go Fast camper. Awesome people down there. And just made my way back there. So I did that in a 3-day round trip. It's quite far. But yeah, we're going to start that build soon too. So that'll be on our channel as well.
That's awesome. Love it. Now I'm looking forward to the install today. Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me wander around among legends here at Epic. That's for sure. Love it.
Awesome. Today, Greg's going to get the Kraken system. So that's designed in-house, manufactured in-house here at Epic in Canada, and we ship all over the United States. And so we've sent thousands upon thousands of these all over the place. And we've had great feedback. Everybody's very happy with the system. We kind of designed it and ran it for ourselves for years, just testing it before we realized we should just make this a product. Manufacturing is definitely a whole other trick for us, but we're getting better and faster at doing it while maintaining quality control and making sure everything's done right. And we've been improving the product along the way, and there'll be quite a few more new products coming out of Epic over the next year here as well. But yeah, thanks for visiting us and coming up for a Kraken. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And as we go through here, we'll show you how it goes in and give you some instruction on how to use it. And yeah, I think you'll be very happy.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Love it.
Oh my God. 2-liter turbo, they're loud.
This is my same engine, right? The 2-liter turbo?
2-liter turbo.
Yeah, I thought so. What's in yours? What's in your Gecko?
An actual 2-liter turbo.
An actual 2-liter turbo?
Actual 2-liter turbo.
So
no e-torque, straight bare bones 2-liter turbo.
So you're telling me that I have a 2-liter turbo, as you see. You have a 2-liter turbo. So we're like kindred spirits. We're like
re-geared 456. Love it.
Yeah, I think mine's just still the straight. What's it come? 410.
410.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's. I didn't have a lot of choices with finding the neon green vehicle. So took me a while to find that color. So.
So, these are your left and right hoses.
Yep.
You just gotta point one. Right, they're already pre-made and ready to go.
Nice.
So what you do, as you can see right here, there's a plug. You just pop it in. And before you hook up the tires, do the other side.
Okay, got it.
So usually what I do is I pop it in and I just throw it on the seat.
Okay.
Just to keep it out of the dirt, right?
Yeah.
Same with this. Now that you got one side hooked up, now you can hook this side up. So there's a little red plug here for you. So say you got friends cheap.
Yeah.
You can put them on the right hand side of you.
Yeah.
You can fill up their tires by plugging this off.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Right? So
Yeah, that's what he
You
did.
do one side,
Yeah.
right? Then you flip it around and do the other side, right? Unless you've got long enough hoses. But
Yep.
you just push this in.
Okay.
It pops up.
Got it. And don't lose that part, right?
Don't lose that part, yeah.
Replacement part for that's like $500. You know,
Well,
only available at
you
Epic.
drive back to Canada.
I know. I'd have to drive 3 days to get it.
And then, of course, then you can hook up
connect
all
there.
your-
Yeah.
I'm not gonna air down and do that.
Yep. For sure.
But that's how it would work, right? Nice and simple.
Yeah.
Look at that, flip your switch, and then you can you have your truck running.
Yeah.
So that you're not, so you can pull as much voltage because you don't want to run down your battery.
Yeah. Got it.
And then you just switch your gauge over to your tire pressures.
Just watch it as it
And
goes.
then you can just come and watch it. Oh, okay, up there. Right?
It's beautiful.
There's a new system that we're bringing out.
Yeah.
It's still in prototype, but it's automatic shut off.
Okay.
So once you get to your pressure,
At a certain PSI.
it shuts off.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice. Very nice. What a great time at Epic, and man, was I right. Everyone I met there was just awesome. One more quick stop over at Modular Racks to pick up some gear, and here's the famous Volvo C303, across the street from White Rock Dodge, as Sean puts it. Rolling into White Rock now, and this is the street I grew up on. Doesn't look that different to me. And down here at the end is the house I grew up in. I can still picture the inside like it was yesterday. Such a great spot, not far from the beach, actually within walking distance. Let's check it out.
I filled my hands, but my heart was longing for something more, and you called my name, said you knew me long before I was born.
We had a great conference here in Vancouver, great people, great times, and just a beautiful city. But now, it's time to head back to the States. But before I do, I've got to make one final stop at Timmy's. All you Canadians, take this for granted. Heading back through the Peace Arch Park to the border crossing, not too much traffic today, should be relatively easy. All right, so made it out of Canada, no issues. I-5 south through Seattle, and then the 405 kind of cuts off. Just a train wreck in terms of traffic. Every time I encounter that, it just reminds me why I like to get out off the beaten path. So going to be camping near Mount Rainier. I think it's just going to be this one night. So this evening, I'm just planning on the solo camp, and the spot I have picked out, never been to before, don't know what to expect. Hopefully I'll end up with a decent spot. Who knows, maybe with a good view. That's yet to be determined. Making this trip fairly quick because a lot of it's just going to be freeway miles heading back to California. But nonetheless, thanks for coming along for the ride, and I'll catch back up here once I start making it off of this pavement and this this traffic and onto the dirt. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Some trips go perfect. So far, this was one of them. But I woke up this morning with a sore throat. That killed some plans to go wheeling in British Columbia, which, for the most part, is why I needed to hightail it back home to California. I wasn't feeling completely well, and something just wasn't right. I had an epic spot picked out that would overlook Mount Rainier. The area was calm and quiet, but for some reason, I was restless. I passed several incredible camp spots while it was still light, but I kept telling myself just a little bit further. As night fell, then a total letdown. A washout and a large tree across the trail. From here, it went from bad to worse. I drove around aimlessly, trying to find a way to that epic spot that I'd mapped out. It grew darker and darker. The temperature dropped and some weather started to move in. Everywhere I turned, every road I went down, every trail was a dead end. I settled for a mediocre spot around a bend. I pulled just past it and then backed into it. But I wasn't the only one there.
What happened last night? Kind of made an epic mistake, and then also had my first animal encounter. So the epic mistake was I did not stop and just camp while the sun was still up at a spot I found, close to a little river or stream. It was a good enough spot, but I just thought there's more. So I ended up driving around for at least another hour and a half to 2 hours. It got dark, started getting late. And as I was on some national forest land, looking for a spot, just dead end after dead end, I came upon this curve, and there was kind of a little bit of a spot that I could back into, a little bit of a clearing, and got out, went to actually first just put my drone back in its case, because I'd flown it a little bit earlier, and then again I was just kind of in a rush. And as I'm doing that, I got my headlamp on. I am, at my back to kind of this open area behind me, part of the road, maybe more just like a larger turnout. And when you're in the forest camping solo, headlamp on, I don't know about you, but me, my head is kind of always on a swivel. And so as I'm putting the drone away, take a look over my shoulder, and about, I'm going to say 20 to 30 feet behind me is a mountain lion. And put my light right on it. Obviously I'm in like freak out mode, just kind of frozen. And after just a few seconds of kind of, it being paused in time, and it was pretty low to the ground. I don't know if it was eating something or what. It got even lower to the ground and kind of like the weirdest way crab walked sideways and down into this ravine, just really, really low to the ground. So needless to say, I got the heck out of there. That was just, puts chills down your spine type of deal, and I had so much adrenaline pumping that I just left the Mount Rainier area altogether, drove about 3 hours south, got to a rest stop area, camp stop, down below Portland. So it was kind of an epic disaster. Like I said, the big mistake I made was that first move, that I didn't just stay at that first spot. And then it put me into a position of, you know, vulnerability, whatever, where I didn't have any options. Ran out of options. Finally rolled up on the spot. Pitch dark. I had some stuff I need to do outside the vehicle just to reconfigure it after being at Epic so that I could sleep. And vulnerable right then and there. My, you know, freakiest moment for sure doing any of this. So it was not great, but it is how I'm probably going to have to end this video, because I'm just going to drive 12 hours, I think, today and just get all the way back home to California versus camping a second night. I think it's just going to be better that way. Got some stuff to do back at home and so on, and I'm pretty sure it's doable. So that's going to be it. A little bit of a different video for you this time, but you know, I appreciate everyone, each one of you. Certainly this channel is more for you know, fun, and for me as a hobby. I hope you enjoy it too, and like I always say, thank you for coming along for the ride.
If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing. I've got some awesome content coming, like Death Valley and Overland Expo. We'll see you in the next one.